I think one of the major things that came out today was the recruitment issue, and there isn't the people coming through who can take over. A lot of us around that table are sort of pushing the wrong side of 55, 60, and been doing this for a long time. There's a lot of talk about experience of 30 plus years and older technology, and where is that new blood going to come from? There are people, but they stand out for certain companies, that people that have them and that they've come through, but there isn't a general drift towards people that are getting into our industry. It's not AV generally, it's actually particularly in our field of it. And there is a big difference, and trying to get manufacturers to understand that there's such a difference between AV in the corporate world and AV within the entertainment industry. And they are two very different disciplines. And I think what happens is all the push is towards AV in that corporate side of things, and no one really understands about the AV discipline in our side of it. Even down to the manufacturers. We've been on manufacturer trips where we were there with some education specialists, and they spent 2 days talking to them about what they wanted, and we actually asked to go back to the next day just on our own to talk about the things that we wanted, because they were different. But I'm hoping that I might have helped educate some of the people around the table of what we already knew. So I think there was an element of us being in a position to tell other people things rather than actually the other way around. I think that was probably more beneficial. And that was sort of partly why I made the suggestion that we needed to look at this aspect of the industry, because I've been on another forum before on the retail side, and I learned stuff from that, and I thought there was an opportunity to push stuff back the other way again more from this, because we've been doing it for 35 years. It will continue to grow because people like the outside experience, that's something that's different, and because it's based around holidays and people finding things to do, they want to go and do something different, and they want to get away from themselves, and there's a lot of publicity that follows with that. So the stuff that was doing with slide projectors 30 years ago was pretty amazing as well. Trying to do animations I remember one thing we did with a cow chewing the cud, and that was done with a 12 projector rig, changing slides at a rapid rate to actually get that mouth movement. That was probably pretty innovative back in those days. Now you have that instant response that people want, and people are more used to touch screens and getting instant response from equipment, and so we have to have the reliability. I think one of the biggest differences is that we're able to do things in more light than we ever used to be able to do, so that you can have a more open environment than we were ever. It's not about, it doesn't have to be a black box anymore.